we an accident of time plus space plus chance and matter, or is there something bigger that created us?
Do you know the? Actually, I know a lot of religions.
Mm-hmm.
So God said that God made humans.
God made humans, right?
But the different religion talk about the human come from actually kind of like in generally just something like that, you know, like water become ice.
Mm-hmm.
Water from, you know, the water evaporate into the
vapor, yeah.
Like you cannot see the status.
Right.
It's a form change.
Right, form change. Right.
So like universe, your body is made by soil, material, water, everything.
So stardust, right?
Start from like zero status, kind of a whole universe, something like that.
Right.
So, but the human body, there's a spirit inside.
Right. Okay. So which one are you saying? You're saying we came from stardust, or are you saying we have? Because how do you get a spirit from dust? That doesn't make any sense.
Not from
really.
the dust, just a status change.
Status change.
Because human body is just like a body that your spirit trapped.
So you believe we have a spirit inside?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So do you believe that the spirit lives on after this life?
Of course.
Okay.
Forever.
So where does that spirit go?
Generally, if you believe Christians go to God, go to heaven. So if
and what do you believe?
I believe all the religions, like whole universe is one part of God.
Mm-hmm.
So your spirit will become like that part of that.
So that's very much Buddhist thinking, right? It's like Buddhist is pantheistic. It's not.
Eventually,
it's not theistic. Yeah.
But like you go to heaven, you still have to learn. I don't think that we stop learning after that.
Oh, okay. So you think when our physical bodies die, our spirits
go to heaven,
wherever
go to
that
God,
is.
you keep
go
learning.
To God.
You keep learning.
But not the Christian gods. You think that God is the universe, or
I believe the book is just the Christian God books, but there's a lot of things beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk a lot with the leader of that pastor in the church, they know much more.
Okay, so do you believe in Islam? Muslims go to heaven too, and Hindus go to heaven, and Buddhists go to heaven, and Christians go to heaven?
They talk a different language. You know,
they talk a different language, but they're going to the same
learning,
place.
Yeah, but eventually the final would be the same.
So, two more follow-up questions. I know your phone ring. I know you got to go. So, when Jesus says, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through me," right? He's claiming to be he's the only way.
Yeah,
Islam,
because it's different culture, different peoples. Like if you give an example of 6,000 years ago, that time there's no Christian. Mm-hmm. Because Christian history only about 3,000 years, 4,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, what did they believe?
Well,
that God come to that area teaching a different language. You know, in certain area.
Well, there was no religion. Biblically speaking, Adam and Eve is about 6,000 years, like you said.
Yeah, but history you never know because we just understand it for about 4,000 years. Before that, it's human almost about couple million years history. Before that, people all believe a lot of things.
We don't have even the American history museums and the world history. They don't have any history. It just goes back 6,000 years.
Our history just study about a short period of time. I believe long time ago. Before that, God come to the earth, talking to different people. They use different language, different kind of way of talking.
Okay, so when Jesus says that, you're saying that that's not really. He's just talking to a certain people group at a certain time.
Group, a certain culture.
Right.
Certain place.
Okay, so once he starts, that's 2,000 years ago. From that point forward, does that apply to all people, or that applies just to a few people in his area?
Everything, just you learn a book and then a science and then computer, learn everything, because everything to a certain period of time.
Okay. So, but I know. I'm just trying to say my point. So, world religions, you say for different time periods, but I get it. Okay. So, last question is, what happens when we die? You say our spirit goes on, but for everybody, they're all going to go to a type of heaven.
Yeah,
same
type
God.
of heaven depends what you do.
Depends what you do.
What type of seeds you are going to pay into the soil.
Right. So what you sow is what you get. So if you do more good than bad.
Oh, you do good things, go to heaven. The bad things, you're getting problems.
And that's based on all the different world religions you studied.
All religions support the same.
No. So watch this.
But Christian, they say God decided.
Right.
So, but in certain way, talking about certain language, but God is a power behind that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But just to let you know, Christianity says. Jesus is the only way. It doesn't say good works. It says, because every other religion in the world, like you said, they are based on good works. If you do more good than
Yeah,
bad.
everything
Christianity is
is-
the only one that doesn't say
like
that.
Christianity, like God, like Jesus died for other people,
Right.
and he died on the cross.
Right.
So he died for other people.
Right.
So because there's a power behind that.
So what's
The,
your name?
the power is
What's your first name?
first name.
Your name? Yeah.
You can call me Jun.
Jim.
Jun.
Jin.
Jun.
Spell.
J-U-N.
J-U-N.
Yeah.
Jin.
Jun.
Jin. Okay. Okay. Eric.
Thank you so much.
If our editor decides to use this, can we use this?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you. Bye.
So we just talked with Jun, and he, as Billy pointed out, Jun is probably really a free thinker. Didn't have a problem with what Jesus said at all. He just like, this is what Jesus said, but he believes Jesus was for a certain culture, except that when I said, well, is he from his time on or just for a small group of people that he was speaking to, didn't really get an answer. So, he started off with, well, what about before Jesus, which is a very legitimate question. Bible says that, when from Abraham to Jesus, it says that Abraham believed God and God accounted it to him as righteousness. So there was salvation in the trusting of God. And of course, Abraham learned his lessons at that point and really trusted God. And in the coming of God, in the coming plan of salvation, in the Savior. But John was very interesting in the sense that he's thought about these things, but he's really pantheistic. He believes in an all roads theology, all roads lead to heaven. He believes not in some kind of God, but it wasn't really a personal God. It was a God that we're all one drop of the universe. Very Buddhist, very pantheistic. And as the Buddhist joke, the Buddhist joke goes, a Buddhist walks up to a hot dog vendor and says, "Make me one with everything." And so if you don't get that, think about it for a few minutes. But that's Buddhism. It's pantheism. It's we're one drop in the ocean of life in the universe, and that's kind of his theology. And he believes in, but he also believes in your karma, your good works, this whole kind of combination, this unity version of God, religion, life, and stuff like that. So it's this very, in my opinion, it's a very deceiving thing, and I think it's one of the things that Satan gives to us. He says that, you don't have to decide now, you still have more time. Another thing he says is, you get to heaven, if there is one, by your good works. If you do good, more good than bad, if you don't kill anybody, help a lady across the street, you're going to get there. So I think that's what most of the world somehow believes, and it's programmed into them. And John is very gracious to share his time with us, but that's essentially what I believe. So, Eric Purtick, Central Park, adios.
Hey everybody, Carl Kirby here. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, check out one of these other videos. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and visit our website at rforh.com. Adios.